Alrighty. I think I got everything set up correctly. It's been a little bit. Hello, good to be back here, everyone, as a commentator. There we go. Let me see. Is that easier to see what's being said? Don't mind me, I'm fussing with my stream layout a little bit. But I think that should do it. Just about. Just gotta see a better way to move that over here. Does that work? Yeah, that should be fine. Excellent. Alrighty. I've been clipped in the Discord. That's a good clip. Alright, Rin is running just a couple minutes late, but we will be started momentarily. Let me know if the audio balancing is alright. So that works. Oh, let's go ahead and hop on over to Supervillain Joe doing a little bit of a practice race. That's a good build. 3 damage piercing. Oh, that's to get Gi. Well, you have Gi, but you have a lot of hearts and heals, so maybe it's fine. I feel like you don't need Gi when you've got 3 damage piercing Zap Dagger. But, you know, if you're comfortable with heal buffers, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Also, I love that little sprite. What is that little thing? It's like a little squirrel. Now we don't get to see it because it's running an ad break every time I try to refresh to see if Ren is back. But the seed is live. Hey Zila, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay, I'm happy to be gone. I just saw it was sitting around not having a whole lot to do for a moment, and I was like, oh, there's a race that's about to start that hasn't been caught. I could do a little bit of cawing. I had a set earlier that the last race was so stressful that I had to not do anything for a while. Actually, if you're in the Discord, you can see the clip. Oh, this ad. Wait, I'm gonna snooze the ad break. I will run that. Probably should have run it right. Oh no, they're getting ready to .r. Let me do another refresh. I'm not sure if Ren's up yet. Come on. Yes, Hakan. We are, in fact, gaming. Don't worry, I know there's ads showing, but it is... They have not .r'd yet. Well, we only have one .r, so we're still okay. Okay. No worries, Rin. If you are listening, we are all good here. Yeah, Rin and Tonic, it had it set versus GPA earlier, and that was very close, very impressive racing. And Supervillain Joe, also very impressive. So, this should be a very hype matchup. Alrighty, we have 2.Rs. We are about to get underway. Alright, Seed-Based Divination, Ring of Protection. Anyone who saw my set earlier knows how great of an item that is. And we are off. Alright, immediate black chest. Blood dagger. That's fine. Not too much. Ooh, ouch! Are we deliberately taking damage to open that barrel? Nope, that was just accidentally walking into a blue slime. I've done that before, so. Oh, and we are gonna try to open the barrel over here on Supervillain Joe's side. And it's a monkey. Rin apparently not catching that. Oh well, if you just push it down the stairs, then all you're gonna have is a little bit of gold, that's fine. Oh, a bomb, actually. Was it not a, Oh, I guess it was a bomb on Supervillain Joe's side, too. I must have just... The monkey must have come from elsewhere. More importantly, there's a glass shrine, which Supervillain Joe is going to take right away. Certainly going to make quick work of the red dragon. And we're going to get an easy leprechaun. No, you can't farm for a leprechaun. Ooh, and Rin taking a hit, going to not have full multiplier, going to miss leprechauning right here. Ooh, is that a torch of walls that we have up there? Rin also not finding the glass shrine. Even if you don't want to run a glass weapon, if you're able to find it, it'll get you into the blood shop. Oh, never mind, that's not a blood shop. It is a glass shop, which does kind of make the glass shrine superfluous, especially when it's a glass dagger in the glass shop. Meanwhile, Supervillain Joe down to Fortissimo. Very straightforward fight with enough damage. But Rin intending to rock the glass jaw. I think she was on glass jaw earlier. Oop, nice food shop. An easy throw kill with the obsidian sphere out of 1/4 black. And meanwhile, we have found a 1/3 conjurer. Just able to conjure a ring of charisma, though. Not the ring you're hoping to see, but pretty good if you find a transmog later, potentially. Alright. So Supervillain Joe with about a floor's lead. Gonna skip the obsidian spear for Rin. Going to opt instead to check purple and find some fireball tomes. Not bad. Dagger range weapons can be a little bit spicy in Zone 2, but you do have the damage at least. Rin is absolutely winning the cool factor with just the swag of the glass build. Always impressive to see people running glass jaw. I am not nearly confident enough to take it in a race setting. I barely have to take confident enough to pick it up in any setting. Conga 2, and Rin has closed the gap dramatically. Alright. About half a zone. Just causing some the bat causing some problems just with the position of the hot coals. Oop, there goes our glass armor though for Rin. Both races also finding Earth Spell. I think that must have been out of 2-4 purple. We're gonna grab a Ring of Might for Rin. A little bit redundant almost with glass. Supervillain Joe has found himself a little bit of leather armor. Oh shoot, ads. I'm very sorry about the ads. Well, the armor with the transmog though has now become heavy plate. God, a full minute is so long in a race. Ah! A throw on Deep Blues 3. Deep Blues 3, not Deep Blues 3, Death Metal 3, one of my least favorite bosses. Fortissimo 3, my actual least favorite boss, I think. Yeah, and Rin has given up the glass weapon, but is still just on a glass jaw. I mean, that is a 3 damage gold spear. And are we gonna transmog headgear? Please tell me we're transmogging headgear. We are, and it's good. And we transmog into an obsidian cat, and all of a sudden, Rin looking very good, but is still about a floor back. But you've got a Ring of Might, plus Earth Spell, plus Obsidian Cat, plus Crown of Thorns. That is a wonderful build. She is missing the heal spell that Supervillain Joe found. Alright, for those of us who just missed everything, Supervillain Joe is looking very safe. Ah! I missed everything! I looked over, and Rin's taken a hit. And shoot, they were just looking so good. I didn't see what happened. I missed it completely. They were looking really good with finding armor and regen. Or I guess they didn't find armor. That's the issue. They had everything but armor, so they must have just eaten a really big hit. But that's going to give Supervillain Joe almost a guaranteed victory in this first race. With the racers this high level, and with the amount of health and safety that Supervillain Joe had, he can just slow play. We're gonna do throwing charm lets us do an easy Deep Blues kills. Yes, I'm sorry, Ms. Me, I forgot to run ads before everything started. I picked up the call a little bit last second. But don't worry. The death happened like right as ads came back, and I also missed it because I was looking over and to see that ads were done, and I was gonna give everybody a recap. Telemaged into a heartbeat. Oh, that's brutal for it. Good use of the Earth Spell by Supervillain Joe, just to give themselves a little bit of breathing room. Now, we don't actually care about minor hits so much when you got Heavy Plate and Heal Spell, especially when you got Peace. Most of your enemies are just not going to do that much damage in Zone 5. The exception, of course, being those black skeletons will always hurt, but even your yellow skulls are not going to do very much. Excellent use of the Throwing Charm and Earth Spell on Supervillain Joe's side. And Rin looking a little bit flustered, but understandable. Double Earth kill for Dead Ringer. Heading into the Necrodancer. Gonna preserve the Throwing Charm. Wants to get a cheeky throw kill with the loot, perhaps. What is this particular... Okay, maybe forgot we didn't have the blood drum, is what that strat is. Alright. And just getting in that Necrodancer hit, and there we go, last one. Oh, you're not even gonna throw it! You preserved the throw charm and you didn't even throw, but, GG's, I forgot the timer this entire time, but that first race is going to go to Supervillain Joe. And I will remember the timer for the second race. So it's fine. Yeah, it's an easy dot fastest. Easy dot fastest. Alright, racers are just discussing. Yeah, no, this is looking to be a very good set. I have high hopes for this set. And in the wise words of Rin and Tonic, 8 damage dagger is good until it isn't. Zone 3. Truer words were never spoken, I think. But Supervillain Joe rightly respecting Ren on the glass build, knowing that his path to victory does mean pushing as hard as he can, forcing Rin to make a mistake, which is fatal on a glass build. But just having the better build for most of that. Rin finding, I think, maybe a better build, but too late and right before Warlock into Harpy, which is... That might have been Cat Priority, actually. Cat Priority is a doozy. Alrighty, we are about to get underway here with our second set, and I'm going to remember the timer this time. Alrighty, timer going. Well, I hit timer when I saw it in the race room, so it'll be a little ahead of time, but that's fine. Alright. First closet just has a trap, second closet has a bomb. That will be make blood shop kill easy if we find the blood shop. No guarantee of that, of course. Both racers mapping easily enough. We've got a Minotaur. Little bit of an awkward spot, but you've got just enough room there. And Rin seeing if it can maybe farm up a Leprechaun, not able to get there. Both racers down, and could just take the trapdoor, but we're looking to farm. Both these racers looking to farm a little bit. We're not killing for this, surely, no. We're thinking about it, and we're just gonna take the torch. Supervillain Joe is gonna find a nice trapdoor. Gotta respect the bats. And also seeing the trapdoor is going to continue to look around. We've got a lock shop on 1-3. And we've got bombs. Not a lot of cash, though. Can't afford anything except the ballet slippers, but we are going to kill for this, actually. Well, I guess, does ballet slippers synergize with Onyx the way I think it might? Interesting. I mean, Onyx Trident is pretty good. Oh, it's a hammer. Onyx hammer. Why did I think it was a trident? Oh, they don't synergize the way I want. Oh, that stinks. Yeah, this is... I mean, Onyx does let you kill bosses really quickly. Onyx Hammer, probably even better than Onyx Trident in many ways. Not as throwable. Weapon of... Scroll of Need, we're gonna need immediately. Get a Torch of Walls. That's not bad. I'm imagining, like, you just hit somebody and you stand still and let people move towards you and you get to keep infinite Onyx damage. I'm not sure if that's correct. Alright, Mizby always kills for Onyx Hammer. Okay. Rin not lining up the Onyx kill the same way. We've got Miner's Cap in the Shriner on 2-2. And also gonna Leprechaun, doing a little bit of farming that Leprechaun. Just a little bit. And it looks like Supervillain Joe trying to open that barrel and enemies just not cooperating. It can be a little bit tricky with Onyx Hammer to get the initial hit without snagging on somebody else. Because you gotta be right next to the barrel to actually hit on it. Alright, Conga 2. Rin entering the trapdoor. Not too far behind Supervillain Joe. We are keeping pace very well. Both races have very similar builds. The only difference is Torch of Walls. I think... I didn't see. Maybe, because there's no need scroll for Rin. So maybe she checked black and didn't like what she found there. Either way, both racers into Zone 3 with a Fireball spell. Nicely handled situation there for Rin. And Supervillain Joe must have taken a couple of hits from something, because he's down to a single heart, which is a pretty spooky situation to be in Zone 3, where almost everything deals more than that. And we're not going to be finding any help in the shop, because the shopkeepers are dead for both racers. Ooh, okay. Okay, Rin going over to Obsidian Flail with the ballet shoes. Now, was it a hammer snag on Coles? That would make sense. Okay, that's a very easy boss from Zone 3. So easy, I didn't even see what it was. But we are into Zone 4. Just about beat for beat. We're not quite the same. Both racers also finding a shield spell. Excellent use of that shield spell. Seeing the Warlock, knowing the Warlock's going to be nothing but trouble. And the Blade Masters. Blade Masters, of course, the primary reason that Flail is not great. Ring of Pain now for Supervillain Joe. That's one way to deal with Blade Masters, though, oof, that's not how the parry works. Okay, can we line up? Yeah, we can kill the urn. And I like that Titanium Cutlass a lot. And it looks like Supervillain Joe agrees. Is going to be leaving behind the Pulse spell. Going to stick with Fireball and Shield. I understand that. That's fine. I know people have many strong debates about Pulse versus Fireball. And looks like just not seeing that urn for Rin. So we're going to be sticking on Obsidian Flail, but are going to make our way down to Zone 4 boss first. Supervillain Joe demonstrating the fun interaction between Cutlass and Ogre. Oh, couldn't open the urn because didn't have the Onyx. That's right. That's right. Ooh, taking a hit, though, from Supervillain Joe, so no chest here. Not that you're probably checking chests on in your Zone 4 boss. But Rin is firmly in the lead, and Flail pretty good in Zone 5. There are some snaggy things, but oh, speaking of, we are down to half a heart, and no! The Electromage Orb comes in! Oh. Now there's a commentator curse. Oh dear. Yeah, oh, I think was expecting the Flail to do more, like to kill that Electromage earlier because of the ballet shoes, but ballet shoes protect your multiplier from missing a beat, not from getting hit. And ultimately, that's it. Electromages are evil, by the way. Now, not out of the woods, but that is an on-the-rails Oblivion for Supervillain Joe. And we're going to be full slow play. Okay, Supervillain Joe, are you going to throw the loot this time? We're all wondering if you're going to remember to throw the loot this time. Plenty of bombs here, and enough health that we can shield bug no worries. We can blood shield that very easily. And this is looking pretty safe for Supervillain Joe at the moment. Getting the lures in. What is that Dorian Sprite? They're both fun little critters. Is that Rain World? Alright. And still, we have no throws. We have a throwing charm and no throws. But that's going to be another race to Supervillain Joe. But we all know it is not over until it's over. What was that in-game time? 7:59, so a sub-8. Just barely a sub-8. Yeah, apparently Onyx Hammer doing a lot of work for Supervillain Joe that time. Oh, it's a sub-7 in-game time. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, let me reset the timer. Alrighty. Yeah, Rin was looking like it was going to be in a really good spot. But just getting a little bit snagged up in that last floor. Alright, racers are preparing. Rin's got the seed in there. That looks like a good seed. Got Big Dig plus Piece plus Blast Helm plus a Rapier. I would love that build. That's an amazing build. Alrighty, we are about to get underway. And we are off to the races. Alright, we got a Mimic with leather armor. Nothing to sneeze at. Okay, and we got a bomb. Very handy. It's very quick exit. Looks like we're just gonna head right for the exit. In Rin's case, Supervillain Joe spent a little more time looking around. Did not find anything. Extra bombs for Rin. Now we are gonna keep poking around, maybe looking for a blood shop. Gonna open that crate though with that nifty bomb trap and get a nice free leprechaun as well from the giant blue slime, and a lovely bit of milking from the bounce trap. Excellent. Love to see that. Meanwhile, that's a really nice lock shop. More Onyx. We got an Onyx Cutlass with Boots of Pain, which do activate when you are pushed backward by a parry, for those of you who weren't aware. Rin looks like screen watching, gonna find that and maybe do the same thing. Or actually, could just buy the whole thing, but actually gonna leave the Onyx Cutlass. So there's a bit of variance immediately on Freddy being alive or not. Boots of Pain are more consistent with dagger range weapons, because effectively right now Rin has a 3 damage lunging dagger. And as long as you lunge, then it's fine. Also the Rat Familiar for both racers. Supervillain Joe looking in full fine Fettle with Uprat strats. Also both racers finding darkness. This is an excellent seed so far. Onyx also making very quick work of the mini-boss. But both racers almost beat for beat, Incy-Fortissimo. Oh, not much, Rat. What's up with you? Okay, beat me to it, I retractor. There we go. Rin apparently prefers Down Rat, which, fair enough. I always like Dove, Down Dove, if I'm able to find that myself. Ring of Courage! Oh boy! Maybe screen peeking? Surely Rin was screen peeking. I don't think you check black on a base dagger unless you already expect. Oh, does Courage also apply? Oh, it does! Courage does work the way I want it to with Boots of Pain. Excellent. Love to see that. Down Rat astonishing. Yeah, good job not immediately getting snagged by that tar golem, but did get snagged by the tar that it left behind on the second time into a hit from the golem. So that's not what you're looking to see. Going down very low, but finding a transmog. What are we transmogging here? We are transmogging into better armor. Glass harp. Ooh, titanium cat. Really good. Are we transforming our shovel? We should be. And that's all we can afford to do right now, so we're going to be stuck on the pickaxe. But, yeah, Rin with, I think, unquestionably the better build. We've got Titanium Catapult with Boots of Pain. That's really good. And we've got Plate Armor. And we got 3.5 hearts. So that's looking a lot better than Supervillain Joe's situation right now. Though, good use of Uprat to take out those Coral Riff, what do you call them, backup dancers? It is true, the only HP that matters is the last one, but Rin taking a definitive lead. Is that the food shop? We can check with the pickaxe, and it is not the food shop. I love that Boots of Pain work on gliding ice as well. They're such a wonderful item. They work so well. Oh, Ring of Peace is really good, but when you got the catapult build, I think you have to stick with the catapult build. Especially when you're getting all the extra dashes that to proc Boots of Pain. Is this a potion? It is a potion. So some safety for Supervillain Joe, who is caught up to Rin, actually. And I think we took one Hot Coals hit and the rest got iframed by Courage. Tentacles! There's the official name for them. I knew there was something. Okay, Deep Blues 3. One of the best Zone 3 bosses to see, because there are no hazards in sight. Ooh, not quite getting the Onyx kill for Supervillain Joe. Trying to line it up, and I think got a Pain trigger instead. Oh, that can't be a Pain trigger. It's not Ring of Pain. That is a spooky exit, but really well handled for Rin. That is really good. A little bit of carrot just for some extra healing, and now we are good to zoom. For Rin, and zooming we are. We are in 4-2. Rat Familiar, so good with Blade Masters. Taking another hit, but with Plate Mail, we just don't really care. We're having a grand old time. Look at those scoots. Takes out everything. Look at the Down Rat making excellent work of those enemies. Downright diabolical. Yeah, this is everything is just dying. Crown of Thorns for Supervillain Joe, but did lose the potion. So, and we are now about a floor back. A little more than a floor. Can just stand there and tank the Minotaur charges, which is nice, but don't have goo protection, so we have to worry about that. We are going to take some hits on our way out, but with Crown of Thorns doesn't matter so much. Meanwhile, Rin's on 5-2. Rin's on 5-2 and shows absolutely no signs of slowing down, nor should it. Ogre Smash Party is one of my favorite interactions in the game. It's very silly. Okay, now we've got Plate Mail plus the Crown of Thorns, and I know you gotta push, but it still hurts to watch Supervillain Joe walking into every single hit like that. Can't let the Deviled Eggs chase you forever. They will outdamage you. It's an easy left side scoots for Rin. Gotta play a little bit mindful of, yeah, we do have a little bit of an issue with Courage, but we are through and doing just fine. And we are into Dead Ringer, and we have plenty of bombs, and we are going to take those hits because they see that Supervillain Joe is also on Dead Ringer, so not far enough back that you can afford to just sit back, because anything can happen. But, you know, Dad could also get dunked, so don't push so hard that you explode. But both high-tier racers. Last hit for Rin. And that's gonna do it. Yep, that's gonna be a GG. Look at that. Sub 7:30 in-game time. These are fast races we've got today. Excellent scoots. Excellent scoots from both racers. So Supervillain Joe will take the set 2-1. But yeah, Joe keeping pace with definitely the worst build. I mean, how do you keep pace with a Catapult Boots of Pain? when you don't have catapult boots of pain. It's pretty tricky. That was an excellent set, racers. Oh, hey! Look at that! Oh, no. Focusing Faces picked it up already. I was like, is there another match that's not commentator? Nope, Focusing Faces got it. So, I could sit here and chat forever, but there's more Necrodancer to watch, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys right on over to Focusing Face. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for the races, and let's go and watch some more. As soon as I can... Come on, Focusing Face. There it is. Okay, off we go. Because they just started Cyber 1 versus Humming Bee. Go and tell Focusing Face to start his timer.